This is a follow-up from last week's Hump Day Hangout. When you redirect between a Gsite and a money site after you've spammed your Gsite, when you use a redirect between a Gsite and a money site after you've spammed your Gsite, could you give an example of a redirect that you would use? Can it be a 302 redirect? Well, a 302 redirect doesn't pass PageRank or link equity. So what would be the purpose of spamming the Gsite? I mean, unless it was just to rank the Gsite. Like if you're trying to use the Gsite to pass power from, to your money site, then you wouldn't want to do a 302 redirect, because then you're not passing any power, right? Because it's a 302 redirect does not pass link equity. At least it's not supposed to. That makes sense. So it would be a 301 redirect. I mean, again, if you're trying to use your Gsite to launder link juice, I've always made a joke out of that, but I call it link laundering, right? If you can do that with, we used to do that domain authority stacking. We would do like double 301 redirects and things like that. And there was a ton of like black hat shit that we would do back in the day that you could, and I always called it link laundering, because you could take kitchen sink spam and throw it at something, but through a few redirects, it would clean it up. It would basically prevent any potential penalty from it. So you could push domain authority real high, real fast, and by doing things like that. So there's a number of things that you can do with it. But so if you're just trying to use the Gsite as a buffer to launder negative, like potentially toxic link juice, because it's a Google property and it filters it to where it can still push power to a money site, but it eliminates the potential of any negative consequences. Like that's part of the reason why you can spam a Gsite. I don't do it anymore, and I recommend against it, but you certainly can. And I know a lot of people still do, and that's fine. There's a thousand ways to skin a cat. You know what I mean? I just don't like to do that anymore. I don't like to do anything to branded assets at all. And if you're talking about an external Gsite, well, then sure, why not? You spam the shit out of that. But if it's a non-branded asset that you're just using for link building purposes, the point that I'm trying to make is I would still have a 301 redirect to the money site, right? Because otherwise you're not passing link equity. So anyway, hopefully that makes sense.